Hi everybody, and welcome back to Hash Out Crash Out. I'm Yassine. Joining with me always is my brother, Ya-Shu.
Oh.
How we feeling today, Ya-Shu?
I'm okay. I'm good. I think I'm in the mood for discussion. So.
Mood for discussion. I know things got a little heated in our last iteration, but I want to express that we only come with our most well-engineered takes and no foolishness or nothing. We're not that kind of show. So in our last in the segment that ended our previous show, we were talking about some allegations that had gone across WXYZ's Riley Pagan, but that's for last show. We're talking about new stuff for this show, which brings me to my first point. So you and I both we're avid anime viewers, right?
Yeah.
So God of War,
Yeah.
and
Totally.
and Elden Ring, right? Like those are animes, right? Oh no, it's video games. Look at me.
Okay.
So when we're talking, I want to talk about Elden Ring because I finished Elden Ring recently. If I'm being perfectly honest, I think story-wise, I think I prefer a game like God of War or something like that. Like I just thinking about God of War. I think I would have, if it was a hierarchy, I would have God of War and then I would have Elden Ring below.
Yeah. Which ending did you choose?
I'll get back to you on that.
What?
Yeah,
Why? You finished it.
Well, I like them all, so I kind of did them all.
Whoa, wait! You finished the game recently, but you did them all in the you re-finished the game, like you replayed.
Yeah.
With like New Game Plus or.
No, nothing like that. But I did like I just finished the game again.
Okay, so which ending did you do this time?
I'm not here to talk about the actual gameplay. I'm more so talking about the story. That's
Okay.
my main gripe with it, right?
That's a big part of the story is the ending. So which ending did you choose?
The one with the fire.
Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and say that I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so regardless, we're talking about the actual. We're talking about like, the actual story, and part of that story was. I think I just preferred God of War. I think it's just a better written story. God of War is than Elden Ring is, and I want to know your opinion on that.
My opinion is that I don't think that you have enough knowledge on Elden Ring to give a proper judgment.
Your opinion about Elden Ring, not my judgment.
My opinion, I love Elden Ring.
Okay, so how would you feel about Elden Ring in the sense of God of War?
I like Elden Ring more than I like God of War.
Have you played God of War?
Yeah, but not much. Like the bits of God of War that I played, I didn't really enjoy. Not at all compared to how I enjoyed playing Elden Ring. But I, can say when I haven't finished or have played only parts of a game, I can admit that.
Yeah, obviously.
I have no problem with that.
Same. Like I have no problems.
And only really played the beginning.
I have no problems with talking about finishing fast, like finishing games fast. I have zero problem disclosing that whatsoever, right? Mm-hmm. So, but we're not here for that. I'm talking about specifically the story. So when you say you didn't like God of War, was it that you didn't like the story? Or was it that you just didn't like the gameplay?
I didn't like the gameplay.
You didn't like the gameplay?
Yes.
Can you tell me why?
It just wasn't my kind of
game. So you like the story?
Yeah, I think God of War's story is kind of cool. I
God
don't
of
know
War
too much, but I know a bit about it.
Okay, even the PS4 versions, right? With the God of War 4 and God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah, I didn't play either of those games, but yeah.
Okay, well, I played God of War 4.
Okay.
And I can say that my experience playing that was significantly better than my experience playing Elden Ring, at least from a story perspective.
So you played...
I mean, gameplay, obviously, it's just hard for no reason. I had to grind to beat Elden Ring, but yeah.
To reach the fire ending.
Yeah.
And all 4 endings, you're complaining about the difficulty.
Yes.
Obviously, you're pretty good, right?
I would say.
And really well versed in Elden Ring lore.
I would say.
Yeah. You were well versed in any more of the Dark Souls lore at all?
Slightly less so, but we're not talking about Dark Souls.
You're right. Who's Morgoth?
You're talking about, like, from the base game or the DLC?
That gives me.
It's a good
that gives
question.
me all of the information I need to know. Just tell me who Morgoth is.
Again, from the base game or the
just
DLC?
Tell me who the
You
character
need to give me.
Morgoth is.
We're getting off topic. We're getting off topic.
Right.
The story, the lore. Okay, I'll just use, for an example, a character like Ronnie, who's supposed to be
Ronnie the Witch.
Ronnie the Witch, yes.
Uh-huh.
Who's like supposed to be this person is very relevant. The story, her part in the story was very relevant.
Yeah. Well, it would have been irrelevant if they actually, if they gave her an ending, which I wish she had an ending, but unfortunately, which I'm sure you agree with me, right?
But if you compare that with Kratos, right? For example, Kratos is like, you've seen him, like, you've watched his entire arc up to that point, but even if you hadn't, you can see that he's genuinely trying to be a reformed person. And like the actual story of him doing it is good. It's a well written story.
Right.
And I cannot think of really anything that Ronnie does. She's kind of irrelevant.
Completely, right? Ronnie the Witch
Ronnie the Witch,
is completely irrelevant.
like the one that goes over to you and says that you're maidenless.
Yeah, Ronnie, that character who tells you that you're maidenless in
Yeah.
the beginning of the game when you walk out of the tutorial area. Yeah, I remember that part of the game so well. Honestly, it's genuinely one of my favorite parts of the game. Thank you for reminding me of that.
Of course. But you still haven't given me any arguments as to why.
It's just because you're so well versed in Elden Ring knowledge that it's
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
uh-huh.
I'm very proud of my knowledge. I don't think. Can you at least just give me one argument?
Who was the boss at Mogwin Palace? Someone with the boss. What's the boss's name?
I think his name starts with a Q.
You are totally right.
Is
Completely.
it-
You got it. Keep,
Starts with a Q. Starts with
Uh-huh.
a Q. Is it Alexander?
yeah. Yeah. Mogwin Palace. Alexander. 100%. You are the encyclopedia.
So
You
I
really
mean,
are,
like, so I'm right. You're confessing. You're coming forth.
I mean, no, I wouldn't say I still like Elden Ring definitely a lot more than I like God of War. But it's hard to talk to a professional like you, somebody who's so well versed in Elden Ring lore. It's almost an honor.
I feel like you're being a little bit sarcastic.
Really? Why? Why would you think that?
It kind of sounded like that last part sounded just a little bit sarcastic.
No, there's no sarcasm there at all. There's nothing to do with the fact that you know nothing about Elden Ring at all. That's no sarcasm that's related to that at all. Anyway, so God of War is cool. I don't think it's better than Elden Ring. I think the fact that you think it's better than Elden Ring is because you know nothing about Elden Ring at all. I think that's where your take comes from. I think God of War's story is cool. I don't think it's more innovative than Elden Ring, but it's definitely a cool story. That's my take. I love Elden Ring, and you don't because you thought it was too hard when you reached Limgrave and stopped. So.
Well, that was a pretty. We'll be right back with our segment, but that went pretty well. We'll see you on the next segment. Welcome back to the show. We were just talking about anime, right? And Elden Ring, right? So I kind of want to continue that when we were talking about anime. I kind of want to go into, what's your favorite anime?
My favorite?
Yeah.
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
It's a pretty good anime.
100%.
What's your top 3 if you have one?
So I don't really rank mine as far as one over the other. So top 3 is a little difficult for me to find. But I can name 3 of my favorites.
Yeah, what's 3 of your favorites?
You and I Are Polar Opposites is I love that anime.
I did not like that one.
Okay. I think it's a really fun, small romance, slice of life anime, whatever. I'll put that one out for that kind of genre. For lesser known kind of like niche like area, Girls Less Tour. That was a great one. I'll just throw that one out there. And then for more mainstream, I'll stick with Attack on Titan. Just put that one, in that section, or Demon Slayer. Just those are mainstream animes that I really enjoyed.
I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinions, obviously. I'm not gonna hate on you because of your anime choice, but I just feel like those are 3 bad choices. I mean, you and I are polar opposites. Isn't that like one of those like weird like 18 plus animes? Like,
No.
it's not.
No.
Oh. I could swear it's like kind of like something like that, like a weird freaky anime.
No, it's not.
Regardless, Girls Last Tour.
Yeah.
So you just like, is it because you like music? Is there not another reason?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I really like Girls Last Tour. It's one of the best musical animes that I've seen. There's so much music involved in it, and just straight music that I love the music part of it. It's
Attack on Titan is a good choice. I can't really hate on that. So I understand you had some gripes with my animes, which were, I said over the commercial break, but it was my number 1 is Boruto. My number 2 is My Hero, and my number 3 is Bleach. And then honorable mention number 4, only because I put it there, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which I recently started rewatching.
So if your favorite anime is Boruto, you don't like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And if you
Why?
say you like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you're a LARPer.
Wait. Let's back up here, because what are you talking about?
If your favorite anime is Boruto and you say you like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you're only saying you like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because other people said they did.
I watched all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Really?
But besides part 3 and part 4. Besides
I'm
part
sorry.
2 and part 4, rather.
Okay. You watched every other part other than that?
Yeah, my favorite was part 6.
Really?
Yes.
Why so?
I mean, it was the most engaging plot. Like, honestly, Jolene's the best JoJo.
What makes her the best JoJo?
Well, she has a rough background, her and her father don't really talk like that, because father's honestly a deadbeat. I hate Jotaro, but her father's like a deadbeat.
You watched part 3, right?
Yeah.
But you also watched part 5?
Yes.
But you claim Jotaro's a deadbeat.
I mean, yeah.
Like you watched part 3, skipped part 4, watched part 5, and part 6, meaning you saw the space between part 5 and part 6 that it like connect the two.
Yes.
And you think Jotaro's a deadbeat.
Yes.
And you finished part 5. Part 6.
Yes, I finished part 6.
Great.
So, like, I don't see the problem that you have with that.
The problem that I have with that is that it doesn't line up logically. Like people with 2 connecting neurons in their brains don't usually think these things. So.
Yeah, well, you hate on Bleach, so I can't even.
Well, I just don't. I don't really like Bleach.
Why?
It just doesn't interest me at all. Like I don't know. I don't know. It's not in my tastes.
Okay, I understand. I know we both love My Hero, but let's stay on.
We don't both love My Hero. We don't both love My Hero. No.
Why? The first season was so good.
I didn't watch My Hero.
Why?
Because I can't get into it because the fan base is acidic.
So you're calling me acidic?
Yeah. Yeah, like a pH of like -1.
I thought it was a high pH that is acidic.
Okay. So moving on. What were you about to say?
Okay, so I wanted to say, because the whole My Hero Academia thing kind of threw me off. I thought that was something that we both loved because it's such a beautiful anime. But we're talking about, you're saying I'm a LARPer of JoJo's.
Yes.
Do you have any evidence to back that up?
Yes, you didn't watch part 2.
I couldn't find it. It wasn't on Netflix.
You could not find part 2 of JoJo's
It wasn't
Bizarre
on
Adventure.
Netflix.
You only watched anime on Netflix.
I mean,
like, it's not crazy to watch anime on Netflix, but to say you love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and say you couldn't find it is crazy. That's wild. You've watched shows on Crunchyroll before, right?
really.
What have you really?
I mean, I've seen like a couple.
You've seen a couple shows.
Yeah.
Where did you? Hold on. Where did you watch? Part. Is part? No, I don't think it is. It's part 5 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on Netflix.
Yes.
Okay. And you watched it on Netflix.
I watched it on Netflix.
And you watched part 1 where?
On Netflix. It's part 2 that's not on Netflix.
Part 2 is the only one that's not on Netflix. I wouldn't know because I didn't watch them on Netflix. I watched them where you can find them, which is Crunchyroll.
I mean, I've used Crunchyroll for other stuff like Hatalia, which is another really good anime.
So why didn't you use it for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure if you love it so much? You love Hatalia more than you love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Yes? Then why didn't you say it when you mentioned the anime that you loved, dude?
Because, like, everybody loves that, so...
Everyone loves what? JoJo's or Hatalia?
Hatalia.
Wow. Incorrect statement of, like, the century right there.
You have no evidence to back that up.
I'm the evidence to back that up. I don't like Hatalia.
You have no reason to not like it.
I have no reason.
You like countries, right?
Didn't you start this off with I'm, entitled to my own
Do you
opinion?
like Blue Lock?
Oh, you mean PowerPoint? No.
Do you like All No Zero?
No, I like All No Zero.
All No Zero is just like
it's not.
Hatalia.
And I will give it to you. All No Zero is not really that good, but it's good to me because I like
All No Zero. You don't know what you're talking about, man. But however, we will try to see if we can come to a agreement in our next segment with recovering sports.
Maybe we'll talk
see you
about
then.
more musical anime.
Welcome back to the show. So, I mean, if we want to get into like the sports side of things, I mean, I know a thing or two about sports. I know you know a thing or two about sports.
Yeah. 100%.
You play baseball, like lacrosse, don't you?
Yeah, I play lacrosse. Yes.
All right. I'm a baseball super fan. I love the sport. I love everything about it.
Cool.
I think I'm just on par with you in terms of actual athletics because you play college at a semi-professional level. I watched the sport, baseball. So I think we're at pretty equal grounds. You feel me?
Do you play sport?
I mean, I talk about sports. That's a career within its own.
Pretty grueling task. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk because both of our sport, the sport that you play, the sport that I play, are both springtime sports.
Yeah.
And
well, for some colleges it can be fall and spring, but yeah.
Well, I mean that is also true with baseball because baseball goes all the way until the fall, spring, summer, and fall. However, I wanted to talk more about which one is objectively the better sport.
Okay.
Which I personally think is baseball. Because, I mean, have you seen their schedule?
I disagree.
Why do you disagree?
I just don't. I don't believe that baseball is better than lacrosse is.
I mean, it's definitely more grueling though. Would you say that?
No.
You wouldn't?
Well, what do you mean by grueling?
I mean, I think that it's a lot more of a physical and emotional tolling sport than lacrosse is.
You mean it takes a more physical and mental toll?
Yes, I believe so.
You sacrifice more playing baseball than you do playing lacrosse?
I 1,000% believe that.
But what do you sacrifice?
1,000% believe that.
What do you sacrifice playing baseball that you don't sacrifice for playing lacrosse? Like what physically or mentally do you use in baseball that you don't in lacrosse?
Well, I mean, we can get into this a little bit later, but in baseball, right? Because you also have the emotional aspect of it, which is a very real aspect that one could go into. But I think that even emotion-wise and sports-wise, because you're out there in 100-degree heat, for example, like in Florida, or like where most teams are, like in the South, or very, very open places. Like there's some teams that even play in the desert. There's some teams that play in LA. There's some teams that play in awful places like Pittsburgh. And when you look at these places that you have to play in, day out, every day, almost every day of the year, more than half the year is filled with baseball games. And when you look at that schedule and how rough that is, I mean, you got to be very, very emotionally and physically tough to play those games. I would say more than the 4 or 15 games that lacrosse, and especially college lacrosse, takes.
Okay, so the 4 main points that you just made all apply to lacrosse. Playing heat, right? You're playing sucky places, right? It takes a heavy emotional and physical toll, and there are rough games to play.
I mean,
I've done all of those things as a lacrosse player and more.
But have you had to hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball 400 feet, 400 yards or so away from yourself?
You mean, have I ever had to hit a home run?
Yeah.
No, dude. I don't play baseball.
But do you think that you could?
If I played baseball, maybe.
But do you think that hitting
right
that
now,
ball,
I don't think that a baseball player can play an entire quarter of lacrosse consistently without being subbed, because it's not the sport that they play.
I mean, I disagree, because at the same time, the fundamentals, because if we're talking about the fundamentals, and at the fundamentals, then they're pretty similar games. I mean, one can say that they're different, one can say that, but in the fundamentals, they're the same.
Let's talk about the fundamentals then. What do you mean by the fundamentals? What?
Like in the fundamentals that make sports.
Yeah, what fundamentals? Like what?
The fundamentals, like you're wearing a helmet, right? You're wearing a helmet. Sometimes you're wearing
pads.
pads.
A fundamental of sports.
Yeah, why not?
Golf, volleyball.
You wear a helmet in
soccer.
Golf. Dude, I wear a helmet at school. You can wear a helmet for any sport.
You could wear a helmet for any sport, but that's not. It doesn't make it fundamentally required. And the reason why you wore a helmet is much different. But again, there are plenty of sports where you don't need a helmet for it, because it's not fundamentally required for all sports.
I mean, okay, then the ball and stick sports. Let's just say that. The fundamental for the ball and stick sports. The fundamentals for the ball and stick sports.
I've never seen. You know what? Go ahead. Because if you show me a tennis helmet, then I'm just gonna flip out. So go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm just comparing and contrasting these two sports, from their fundamentals to their fundamentals.
From the lacrosse's fundamentals to baseball's fundamentals.
Yes, and
yes, they both use
the same
a
sport.
ball and a stick. Yeah, well, lacrosse.
I mean, you have to hit a ball
in
a
baseball.
stick
There shouldn't be more than one bat on the field at one time in baseball, but you know.
Well, I mean, there is, because you have the guy warming up too, like behind the batter.
Is he in the same spot as the batter?
They're close.
Is he even on the field of play?
Yes.
He's where the ball is supposed to go.
Like
if a ball lands where the guy who's warming up is, it's still in play?
I mean, if it bounces,
No. Answer the question. Yes or no?
If the defense catches it, then yes.
What does that mean? If the defense catches it, what do you mean? If the defense catches the ball, it's in play, and now the training section is automatically a part of the field.
Yeah, because if it's caught, then yes.
Okay, explain how that works.
You play lacrosse, you know.
Yes, I played lacrosse. I asked you to explain a baseball rule. You just told me that I played.
Because they're fundamentally the same sport.
Does that mean the rule set is the same?
I don't see why they're that different.
You don't see why the rule set in
what
either
different
game
rule
is
is there in lacrosse than there is for?
I don't know, man. There's a kind of
Just
a reason why.
name one. Name one rule.
Different rule.
Yes.
You can't touch the ball with your hands.
You can do that in baseball.
Not in lacrosse.
Why? Just pick it up.
Yeah, you can't do that because that's not part of the game.
But you have a glove, right? You have gloves, right?
Yeah, dude, you have gloves to protect your hands from getting
wait for
hurt because there's people with sticks that run around and hurt you with them.
Then just wait for the ball.
And you can have injuries to your hands.
Wait for the ball
from getting
to
hit
come
in your
down.
hands with the sticks.
Wait for the ball to come down and then you catch it.
Yeah, in baseball, that's crazy in baseball.
You need to calm down. You need to calm down. I feel like we're getting a little out of hand, and we got to wrap up this show. So I will ask, when it comes to hashing out and crashing out, I want to go over our points again and see if these are points that we want to hash out or crash out. So we're gonna start with our first point. Do you think that that's something that we can hash out, or is that something we can hash out, or do we gotta crash out?
I don't know, dude. I want to I guess hash it out. I don't want to touch you, man. I don't want whatever you have.
If we gotta hash it out, you gotta shake my hand. If not, then that's a crash out.
They didn't tell me about this No, I don't want to touch you, dude.
Well, I mean, you crashed out the last show.
Yeah, I crashed out the last show because you were spitting lies about.
Touched me.
Okay. Can we just?
All right. Well, that's gonna do it for our show. We'll see y'all later, where we talk about again the allegations concerning Riley Butterfield.
Am I getting paid for this? Or?
No.
What?
I don't have the money. What do you want me to do?
I wouldn't have even done that.